So we'll effectively be charging a 25% tariff. But if you build your car in the United States, there is no tariff.
Simply not feasible.
Well, it's all kind of nuts.
It is going to be a nightmare.
Donald Trump is about to sign a policy that could dramatically alter the future of the automotive industry. With just one stroke of his pen, decades of industrial integration could crumble, throwing supply chains into chaos, driving prices through the roof, and risking the livelihoods of thousands of American workers. Will prices skyrocket, or could you actually benefit from this dramatic shift? But most importantly, what does this tariff mean for you when you buy your next car? Let's break it all down, because what's unfolding right now could reshape the auto industry forever. Starting next week, Trump plans to impose a 25% tariff specifically targeting foreign-made auto parts used in vehicles sold in the United States. On paper, the logic seems straightforward: incentivize companies to build more cars domestically. But in practice, this move is dangerously flawed, founded on misunderstandings about the modern automotive industry's deeply integrated nature. The vision: bring manufacturing back home. The intent behind Trump's tariff is clear. He wants automakers to bring manufacturing operations back to American soil.
We're going to take back just some of the money that has been taken from us by people sitting behind this desk or another desk that's not quite as nice, but they have their choice of 7, as you know.
The policy is designed as an ultimatum: build here or face steep penalties. For instance, a car made up of 50% Canadian parts and 50% American parts would face an effective 12.5% tariff, forcing automakers to reconsider their production locations.
50% were made with foreign car parts and 50% with American car parts. That's in one vehicle. And that's critical because that's where you're going to start seeing these taxes on these car parts.
While this concept might look appealing politically, it quickly unravels when confronted with real-world complexities. The reality: a single, integrated industry. Trump's plan assumes a fragmented automotive landscape where Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. compete independently. However, North America's auto industry has evolved into a highly integrated, borderless network. Consider a single piston. It might be sourced from Canadian aluminum, cast in Ontario, finished in Michigan, and finally assembled into a car in Ohio. This process involves multiple border crossings, reflecting a sophisticated supply chain that spans the continent. Multiply this complexity across the 20,000 to 30,000 parts in an average vehicle, from tiny microchips sourced globally to large metal frames moving between plants. Now, consider the automotive industry's dependence on timely deliveries. Any delay at the border can halt entire production lines, triggering millions of dollars in losses per hour. Trump's simplistic approach doesn't just ignore these complexities, it actively threatens them. Tracking the untrackable. To implement his plan, Trump demands automakers precisely track every nut, bolt, and wire to certify their national origin. Yet, no current system exists to accomplish this daunting task. Even the U.S. Department of Transportation, under the American Automobile Labeling Act, considers U.S. and Canadian content together as one domestic category due to practical tracking impossibilities. Reports from American University, which publishes an annual Made in America index, openly acknowledge the near impossibility of separating Canadian and American parts accurately. The existing system was never designed for Trump's demands, making enforcement not just costly, but effectively impractical. Automakers estimate they would need months, if not years, and substantial investments to build tracking systems capable of complying with this new rule. Industry reaction: from confusion to crisis. Across the board, industry experts, automakers, and economists are united in their response. Trump's plan is utterly unworkable. Experts describe the policy as insane, impossible, and economically reckless.
This is insanity in terms of policing this.
Automakers would face logistical nightmares, needing entirely new compliance departments, and the federal government would need a massive bureaucratic expansion just to manage enforcement. Yet Trump insists this plan will remain permanent, ignoring the practical realities faced by the industry. Major manufacturers like General Motors and Ford have already voiced strong objections, warning of the severe impact on production costs and consumer pricing. The fallout: price hikes, job losses, and economic uncertainty. The consequences of this policy are already becoming evident. Stock markets reacted negatively even before implementation, reflecting deep investor anxiety. Industry insiders predict massive price increases for consumers, potentially thousands of dollars per vehicle.
Those kick in Thursday and could raise some car prices by thousands of dollars.
American jobs, especially in states heavily reliant on cross-border manufacturing like Michigan and Ohio, could vanish overnight as plants shut down to avoid crippling tariffs. It's not just automakers at risk. Entire supply chains, logistics companies, and raw material providers across North America could suffer severe economic damage, undermining the very businesses Trump claims he wants to protect. Small businesses supplying local factories with specialized parts could collapse under these added financial burdens. The lone winner, Tesla. Ironically, one of the few automakers that stands to benefit is Tesla. With the majority of its manufacturing already based within the United States, Tesla faces minimal disruption compared to traditional automakers reliant on international collaboration. While Tesla may see some increased input costs, the company is strategically positioned to leverage this policy to its advantage, highlighting the deep imbalance this tariff creates. Trump's auto tariff plan is a risky solution to a misunderstood problem. North America's automotive industry isn't three separate entities competing, but rather a unified, interdependent powerhouse carefully built over decades. Attempting to dismantle this interconnected system under the guise of nationalism isn't just bold, it's dangerously irresponsible. We're watching an unprecedented economic gamble unfold in real time. What does this sudden shift in trade policy mean for your wallet, your job, and your future? The answer might surprise and alarm you. This isn't theoretical, it's a tangible threat that could reshape the lives of thousands of workers, the stability of supply chains, and the broader economy for years to come. Trump's policy isn't just controversial, it's a fundamental misunderstanding that could have devastating consequences. If you want to stay informed and prepared, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because this policy is about to affect every driver, every consumer, and every worker across North America.